What's good, everyone? This is Christian. Don't you find the UI and menus in Where Winds Meet confusing and complicated to navigate? You are not alone, as I once struggled with this same predicament. Today, I will discuss the important features of the UI that you need to know when playing Where Winds Meet. By the end of this video, you will have a better understanding of how to navigate the UI and will feel less stuck when trying to access these features needed to enhance your experience of the game. Without further ado, here we go. Let's start with the heads-up display, also known as a HUD. On the upper left corner, we have the map, which will track our location as we navigate in this world. In addition, you can mark locations on the map where you want to go to landmarks which have fast travel, travel to campaign locations, main story locations, side story locations, and even merchant locations. On the bottom center of the screen, you will see your health bar, which is colored white, and key bar, which is shown in blue. It's important to be aware of how much you have, especially in battle. You do not want to be in a position of reaching the exhausted state, in which your key is depleted and the boss you are in combat with will take advantage of that. On the right side of the health and key bar of your character, we have a menu that shows items you can use from your bag, such as hemostatic powder, medicine for health recovery, and fire oil, which can be applied to weapons for enhancing elemental damage towards enemies. You will need these types of items when fighting various enemies that are tough to handle. Better to have than not to have when you need them most. Speaking of battle, on the bottom right corner next to the menu of bag items, we have a menu that displays the martial arts skills you can perform with your weapons. These are composed of light attacks, heavy attacks, special skills, and charge attacks. On the menu right next to the martial arts skills menu are the melee and range attacks that you can wield in fights. These weapons could be a fan, umbrella, sword, spear, glaive, rope dart, twin blades, as well as a bow and arrow. The menus above the martial arts skills and weapon selection are the mystic skills. Each of these mystic skills has their advantages and disadvantages during boss battles, exploration, and stealth missions, but if used right, they can improve your chances of survival. Don't worry about the icons on top right corner, since that's not something you would need to learn immediately to immerse yourself in the game. Feeling overwhelmed yet? Good. There's going to be more information thrown at you from here on out. But you'll be alright. Why? Because you got this far into the video, and like me, you want to learn more about this type of stuff so you can enjoy the game more. You have multiple tabs on the side of this menu. The tabs you will use initially in the game that I believe are important are letter, time, settings, and exit. With the letter tab, you would mostly use this for receiving lost rewards. These lost rewards are usually from missions you have completed but could not add them to your bag because you do not have enough space to hold them all. So you would have to use in-game currency, which are coins, to pay for more space or slots to add the rewards you received from the missions you completed into your bag. The time tab is self-explanatory, but this can be used for missions and quests where you want to expedite the time to start completing these quests. You can access the time tab, scroll to the time that the mission suggests, and go from there. For example, say you wanted to fight the Wolf Maiden, one of the world bosses in the game. You can only fight her at night, so you would select shoot hour and onwards until dawn. The next one is the settings tab, which helps improve your playing experience in the game. You can change the controller settings to meet your controller needs, game settings to make the game easier or more challenging, the camera settings for your controller sensitivity and how you're viewing the game, and display settings for visual representation of the game. Also, you can control the audio settings to change how loud you want certain aspects of the game to be during your playthrough, and control the language settings as far as what language you want the game to be interpreted as. The exit function is just for you to log out of the game or quit the game when you feel like you've had enough for the day. The bag contains your gear, which holds your melee and ranged weapons as well as armor pieces you collected throughout your playthrough. Quick use items, which can be used immediately during your exploration activities, especially during boss fights, and develop items used to enhance your character's fighting abilities. Quick use items are split into three categories, which are medicine, divine craft, and special item. Medicine is used for health recovery, and you have a certain amount of them you can use at a time, and the maximum refills you can have is 5. For example, hemostatic powder medicine and wound balm medicine could be used. Divine craft are items that you can use to apply to your weapons. For example, if you want fire to be applied to your weapon, apply fire oil. Special item is used for non-combat activities such as fishing, with a fishing pole for example. Develop items can be used to improve your weapon and armor, martial arts breakthrough, inner ways, martial arts skills, mystic skills, and the amount of refills you can acquire by collecting medicinal tales. The Develop tab has abilities, gear, and talents. For abilities, you can upgrade your martial arts skills of the weapons you collected, inner ways, and mystic skills. Inner ways are buffs you can use for your character. The buffs are applicable to damage boosts, defense, utility, and resources. Choosing which buffs to use will depend on your playstyle. Also, you have interways that are specific to your weapons, such as Echoes of Oblivion for Infernal Twin Blades and Sword Horizon for Strategic Sword. In addition, you can increase the tier level of the interways by collecting notes specific to the interways you are trying to upgrade. These notes can be bought from a merchant. You can also buy a chest from the shop which will contain the interways notes that you are looking for. For gear, this is also a place where you can upgrade your weapons, armor, arsenal of your other weapons, and your divine craft. For talents, you can collect enlightenment points that you acquire from missions and locating landmarks, and in turn will become talent points, which you can use to increase your stats such as physical damage, physical defense, health, critical damage, precision rate, affinity, endurance, and other stats you think that will be helpful for your character. For the events tab, each task you complete from the events, you will receive rewards. Rewards can be related to in-game currency which you can use to upgrade your character's stats. Battle Pass has similar mechanics to the Events tab, where if you complete tasks or reach milestones, you gain rewards. The Quest tab is organized into 4 sections, which are the Main Story, Lost Chapter, Encounter, and Exploration. The Main Story has a total of 4 chapters for you to experience and complete. In addition, you can track the progress of these activities for the chapter in this section. The map will show you the location of the quest specific to the chapter so that you don't have to second guess if you are going in the right direction. Lost chapters are hidden side quests that add more depth to the game's lore, characters, and world. Encounter occurs when there are unexpected events that are triggered when traveling to different locations on the map. These encounter missions would appear by players' actions, which would lead to meeting with unique NPCs. This also doesn't affect you when playing the main story. Exploration explains itself. As you explore different environments, side quests will appear and you can decide if you want to take them on or not. It's completely up to you, and for the most part, there is no time limit for you to complete the side quests. By completing these side quests, however, you can receive rewards that can help you when completing quests related to the main story, lost chapters, and even encounters. For the Journal tab, it splits into 2 categories, which are Exploration and World. If you want to gain additional medicinal tales to maximize both the potency and number of refills you can get, I recommend competing against world bosses and completing outpost missions. For the Season tab, you can collect additional items through the Season shop to buy items with in-game currency to help strengthen your character and make it easier on yourself to not grind for hours to gather items from different parts of the world, especially if you do not have much time on your hands to play the game. Combat Development has items that can be used to strengthen your martial arts skills, interways, mystic skills, and you can even pay for more coins to be used during your playthrough. Gear Chest has items that you can buy higher tiers of armor sets. Keep in mind that the gear chests have random tiers of rare and epic armor sets. Very unpredictable indeed. Profession Development has items that can level up your profession so that you can unlock new abilities for your chosen profession. Appearance Exchange is simply just that. You can pay for cosmetics to make your character stand out from the crowd. Hopefully this UI overview provides you with what you needed in your journey in Where Winds Meet. Please hit the like, subscribe button, and let me know in the comment section if there are sections of the UI you want to learn more about.